What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to walk you through a house that is currently being worked on. Usually we only show you before and after, but we've had a lot of requests about walking through them during the project, and I don't do that a lot because frankly I'm busy working on all of them. I do all the work myself, from everything from the ground up on all these houses, 20 at a time. I manage all of them. I'm just kidding. My partner's probably going to kill me if he's watching this. So this is not my lane. I don't manage the houses or work on them. My partner Steve does that. I have managed them before, so I do know about the process and what goes into them. But for those of you who don't know or don't understand my partnership, I have two other partners, Andrew and Steve. Andrew is pretty much acquisitions and finds all the houses. Steve manages all the houses, and then I manage all the money and the funds and the investors and things like that, and that's how the partnership works. So without any further ado, I'm just going to walk you guys through this project as it's being worked on, talk a little bit about what we've done to it so far, what we plan to do it, the timelines and things like that. All right, so obviously we're going to start on the outside of the project, and the first thing I want to show you guys is if you're getting into flipping houses or anything like that, get you some signs like this, some nice ones, not some cardboard ones, and these can really help you sell the house before it's even complete. And it also helps build your brand, and people will call this number when they have houses they want to sell. So it's free advertisement at each property. So invest in some signs like this. They're like $120 a piece. You know, we have a lot of them because we do a lot of houses at a time, but most of you need 1, 2, maybe 3 of these signs, and they're worth their weight in gold. Invest in these signs. And then we have this lady sitting out here, so she usually does your tours. But look, once again, it's construction going on. And what do we got here? You want to explain yourself with the shoes? You're just gonna sit there and drink your coffee?
I'm not gonna be walking you guys through this house because I cannot explain very well what is going on in the midst of the flip. So John is gonna take you through, and I'm gonna just, you know, sit out here and hang. But I'll edit the video for you.
Hey, we appreciate you. All right, so on the outside already, brand new roof, and the siding has started. Well, I say it's halfway done. So obviously that siding on the right is new, and we will extend that all the way through the whole house, and it will all match. We wouldn't just do half and half. And then another huge thing you're going to notice out here, oh, the windows. Obviously, all brand new windows, which is great. Anything like that, upgrades like that, bring a lot of value to the house, because then the new buyer doesn't have to worry about them, and they're a big expense. So the big thing going out here is the structural. This house had a lot of structural work it needed done to it. I'm not an engineer or a structural guy, but I can explain to you that like the driveway was pushing on the garage, and the garage was kind of off its foundation. So all this needed tore up and redone and repoured. So we're doing all that, and then we'll have an engineer sign off on it and give an inspection and give that to the new buyer so they know it was done correctly and comes with a warranty. So that's what's going on out here. And then of course this garage door is going to need replaced because look at all the broken windows there. We appreciate that. I think it was the neighborhood kids.
Real quick before John takes you in the house, I thought I'd be a little bit useful in this video and give you some information. So if you're wondering what software they use to keep the budgets on these properties to track the houses and their progress and how much money there has been spent, you'll want to check out Rehab Valuator right here. The link will be in the description below. And if you sign up through the link, you'll get a free month to try it out. It is great software. I know how to use it as well. And it's very easy to use, intuitive, and it tracks everything in detail. So if you're wanting to get started on flips or rental properties, you want to check out Rehab Valuator. And with that being said, I will give the phone back to John so you can see the house.
All right, then you go inside the house right here, and this is ready for flooring. It's not down yet all the way, but it is in some places, like this bathroom right here. So you can see that's the flooring already in the bathroom, so that looks good. New toilet. As you guys know, I like to see everything in here will be brand new. All right, then we're gonna go back this way. And when you come in, you can go to the right, and this is gonna be like an office area. People corrected me on the before video. Do with this room whatever you will. It's kind of an extra room when you walk in. It would be a good office. And then you got your dining room over here. And obviously the paint's already done in here. The trim's painted, the ceiling. So most of the work in here is done. It just needs flooring. And then we're gonna go into the kitchen area, which one of our workers was in here. He's not in here right now. He is actually putting up the tile backsplash. So that's going on right now. You can check it out. He's got the spacers in there, so he put that up first, and then they put the caulking in there and let it sit and dry, and then we'll have a nice tile backsplash. So we actually hired a designer for this project. Let me kind of circle around here real quick. We hired a designer for this project, and a lot of that is from you guys in the comments. I asked Steve if we could do something different, so we hired a designer, and so instead of the normal countertops that we go with here, we went with a black, and I actually like it. I don't know if I'd pick it myself, but I think it's going to give a lot of contrast and a lot of pop to this kitchen, and I think it's going to turn out really nice. Now, we did go with the white cabinets as usual, and that's just because that's a staple. People really love that, and obviously the gray paint again. I know, I'm sorry, Blackberry Thistle Tea, the person that always comments and hates the gray paint that we keep using. Another thing I like about this house that it already came with was this detailed woodwork that's in the corner of each room here in the living room. I think that's a nice added touch right there. Gives it some flair. And we did keep the fireplace, so all the people that were worried we were going to get rid of it, there it is. So again, the paint's done here. There's a brand new door right here which goes out to the brand new deck. So I don't know if you remember before, but this thing was in shambles before, and I think it was just missing. You could just kind of fall off this back area. So the deck is here. We're not going to put any railing up, and we're just kind of like, you know, you let it YOLO, and no, I'm just kidding. We're definitely going to put railing up. So the railing will be right here and go around the edge. And this is a double-decker deck. So what that means is, let's take a peek here without me falling off. New HVAC right there. The other deck's down below, which comes out from the basement. And obviously another huge thing that was there was all this brick facade was falling off. All that's been repaired up until right here. So that's been fixed as well. That don't look too good. That's because that new siding is going to come back here as well. So it's not a big deal. All right. This room is ready for paint right here. And then we will go outside here. And they are painting all the doors out here, and it's really loud and smells really bad. So I'm not going to spend too much time out there, but yeah, that's what's going on, painting all the doors in the garage. The contractors love when we have big houses like this because they have a lot of room to work and they can do stuff like that. All right, we went back through that like bathroom area right there, and we're going to go upstairs to the bedrooms. And let's see if we can turn some lights on here. Oh, sorry, Rob. There's light. Oh, there is no light in here. All right, the light's not up in here right now, so you're gonna have to kind of just bear with me. And then we go this way. So this is the primary bedroom, the largest bedroom. New windows once again. And that goes back there to the closet and the bathroom. It's not done yet, but you can tell they're prepping the tile to kind of start laying that. And then we go back this way. Another bathroom. This is a full bath right here. So this is getting prepped as well. So this project is about a month and a half out, give or take, from being completed. And so this is kind of what it looks like midway through the project. And I will show you guys the basement real quick, so bear with me. All right, I'm gonna fast forward this and show you guys the basement. All right, so this is the stairway that goes down in the basement. If you remember before, it was like broken glass and plates and everything all over the floor here. That's all been cleaned up. The floor's already been laid in this half bath right here. And this is just gonna be a huge entertainment space. Now, I am not personally a fan of this dark paint we went with. Makes it feel a little bit like a dungeon, but it is kind of cool, I guess, for entertainment or a movie room. And it already has the bar here, which is a really nice feature. And it looks better overall, I'll tell you that. This room was a mess, and it is humongous. Again, this house is 3,500 square feet. Sorry about the echo down here. It's just concrete floor, so it is what it is. And there's another room slash bedroom, but it can't be a bedroom, guys, because it doesn't have a window. But if you bought it, you could use it as such. And again, this kind of rolls out here to the deck. Hold on. Gotta be smarter than the door. And there's the old hot water tank. Sorry, water tank. You're not allowed to call it a hot water tank. It's just a water tank. And not much of a yard, unfortunately, but it does have a little yard out front and nice wooded area behind you for some privacy. And that'll conclude the walkthrough, but stay tuned. I'm gonna give you guys a lesson as always at the end of this video. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of this house. It was something different. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see more tours of while the project's going on. I thought people only wanted to see when it's really messed up and when it's really pretty again, but if you'd like to see this, I can show you a lot of this as well. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the numbers and then some helpful tips in case you ever want to do this yourself in the future. So real quick, we've already spent over $100,000 on this project. Now a ton of that already went into the structural, so if this didn't have structural, we wouldn't be anywhere close to that number. We would probably be lower in like the $50,000 to $60,000 range. And keep in mind, that's already all the siding, the roof, the HVAC, the new decks, the flooring's already in. We've ordered a lot of material already, so keep that in mind. But when it's all said and done, we're going to spend about $150,000 on this project. Again, we probably have about a month and a half left. And a helpful hint for when you're doing this, something else I did while we were over here is I went live on our business Facebook page for A&M Investments. And the reason I do that is to say coming soon on these projects. And oftentimes we will sell these projects before they're even complete. So you should have a Facebook business page. I already talked to you about putting the sign out in front of your yard. That's a great way too. But a Facebook business page and advertising online is even better. So we will go live. We will talk about the bedrooms, baths, square footage, and what we're going to ask on these properties. And oftentimes we will get an offer on these houses before they're complete, which is great for us, great for the investor, and great for the buyer because they don't have to compete with a lot of other people once it's on the MLS and everybody can see it. So that's another thing you could do to kind of like put that money in your pocket faster and have the sale completed about the same time the project's completed. In fact, on a few of the last projects, as we were putting the last nail in, as they say, we were actually at the closing table as well. So that's awesome when we can do that and get that money in our pocket and get the product to the end buyer as soon as possible. So always be marketing yourself, your brand, and your product as much as you can. You don't want to be annoying, but you don't want to be hidden either. If people don't know about you, they're not going to buy your product. So be omnipresent. What that means is just be everywhere at all times within reason. And that'll kind of wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Thank you to my beautiful wife as always for editing all these videos, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers. I think I'm only a few hundred away, and so hopefully by the time this video is up, I'm there. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.